Imagine this. The world is still asleep. Silence surrounds you. No distractions, no chaos, just you and your thoughts. While others hit snooze, you're already steps ahead, building your dreams, crafting your destiny, shaping the life you've always wanted. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not just a habit, it's a declaration. A declaration that you refuse to be average, that you are destined for more, and that you will not wait for opportunity. You will create it. If you want more motivation, more discipline, and a roadmap to success, hit that subscribe button now. Let's rise together and unlock the power that lives in the first hours of the day. The mission of waking up at 5 a.m. is to ignite motivation, build unwavering discipline, strengthen faith in yourself, and adopt a success mindset that sets you apart from the crowd. It's about owning your mornings so your days and your life become unstoppable. Subscribe now and join thousands of achievers who refuse to sleep through their dreams, because your destiny isn't going to wait, and neither should you. There is a unique kind of power that exists in the early hours before the world wakes up, a silence so pure that it amplifies your thoughts and sharpens your focus, a time when you are untouchable by distractions and noise, a space where your mind can roam freely without interruptions, and your creativity can flow without limits. This is the hour where dreams are forged into reality, where the ordinary separates from the extraordinary, while others remain trapped in the comfort of their beds. You step into a world that is empty yet full of possibilities, a blank canvas waiting for your actions to paint it with ambition and purpose. Every tick of the clock becomes your ally, every quiet second a build block for your future. In these moments you can visualize the life you want with clarity and precision. You can play, you can strategize, you can act with intention and direction. The stillness of the morning is not emptiness, it is a battlefield of potential. It is the arena where your determination meets opportunity, and every choice you make during the hours compounds into a momentum that the rest of the day cannot undo. When the world is asleep, you are awake, and in that awakening lies freedom. Freedom from distractions, freedom from doubt, freedom to define your path. It is the time to rise above mediocrity, to set standards for yourself that others will struggle to match, to harness the quiet power that no one else sees but everyone eventually feels. Because the person who wakes up early is not simply awake, they are alive in ways that the late riser cannot imagine. They are shaping their destiny in real time, claiming space in a world that never waits. Build habits, building strength, building the life that will inspire not just themselves but everyone who watches them. The quiet hours are sacred. They are where warriors are made and leaders are born, and every morning you choose to rise, you step closer to the greatness that was waiting for you all along. There is a magic that exists in the early hours, a stillness that sharpens the mind and clears the fog that clouds thinking during the day. Before the rush of emails, notifications, and endless distractions arrive, your mind is a laser, focused and unshakable. You can think deeply, plan deliberately, and make decisions with precision. This clarity is a gift that few ever experience because most people sleep through it, while others are still caught in the haze of dreams or the weight of yesterday. You are awake, fully present, fully aware. Your thoughts are not fragmented. They are aligned, flowing, and purposeful. It is in these hours that solutions to problems that seemed impossible yesterday suddenly reveal themselves. It is here that creativity is unhindered, ideas come without force, insights arrive naturally, and the noise of the world has yet to interfere. The calm of the morning allows reflection without judgment, strategy without distraction, and action without hesitation. Every moment is an opportunity to sharpen your skills, feed your mind with knowledge, and nurture your personal growth. You can read, write, plan, meditate, and train your mind to operate at its highest potential. In these sacred hours, your brain is at its peak, neurons firing in patterns of clarity and efficiency. The early riser sees the world differently because they have time to think before the chaos begins, before demands pull them in every direction. This mental clarity becomes a foundation for the day, a shield against stress and confusion. It allows you to act with intention rather than reaction, to respond instead of drift, to move forward instead of being pulled backward. The quiet morning is a sanctuary where decisions are made with power, where strategy is born, and where the mind becomes a tool sharper than any sword. Mastering these hours ensures you are prepared, confident, and unstoppable as the world awakens. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality, and waking up at 5 a.m. is the first act of defiance against laziness. against mediocrity, against the comfort that keeps most people trapped in their routines. It is a choice, a statement, a declaration that you will not be ruled by desire or convenience but by purpose and commitment. Every time you rise while the world sleeps, you train your mind to overcome resistance, to conquer the urge to stay in bed, to fight for what truly matters. This is where character is forged, in the quiet struggle of the early morning when no one is watching. Discipline is not easy because it asks for sacrifice. It asks for consistency. It demands that you act even when you do not feel like it. It builds mental toughness, resilience, and an unshakable will, and with every sunrise you greet, every alarm you resist, and every action you take in those sacred hours, you strengthen the habit of doing what is necessary rather than what is convenient. Discipline turns ordinary individuals into leaders, thinkers, creators, and achievers. It is the invisible muscle that grows stronger with every small victory. The small victory of showing up, of moving, of starting before others even consider it. It compounds over time, creating unstoppable momentum that shapes your days, your weeks, and ultimately your life. When you master discipline in the morning, it radiates through every decision, every action, and every challenge you face. It gives you control over your habits, your emotions, and your results. It is the difference between dreaming and achieving, between wishing and winning. The 5 a.m. wake-up is more than a habit. It is the ultimate training ground for the mind and body, a proven ground where you discover that you are stronger, more capable, and more relentless than you ever imagined. And as you cultivate this discipline, it becomes the foundation for excellence, mastery, and a life that is truly unstoppable. Time is the most valuable resource you will ever possess. Yet most people squander it without even realizing. Waking up at 5 a.m. gives you control over the hours that others waste. It gives you a head start, a chance to seize the day before the world demands your attention. In these early hours, distractions are minimal. The noise of life has not yet begun, and every minute you spend is an investment in your future. Mastering your time means mastering your life, because how you spend your hours determines the trajectory of your success. The habits you form in these hours compound like interest, turning small, consistent actions into massive results over time. When you dedicate your mornings to intentional work, learning, planning, or reflection, you create leverage for everything else that follows. Your productivity multiplies, your focus intensifies, and your sense of purpose deepens. The early hours are a sanctuary for the ambitious, a space where you can think strategically, set priorities, and move with clarity and direction. Time mastery is not about doing more for the sake of busyness. It is about doing what truly matters. It is about making deliberate choices instead of reacting to chaos. It allows you to chase your goals with precision, to create opportunities instead of waiting for them, to build momentum while others are still dreaming. And the advantage gained in these hours extends throughout the day, giving you energy, confidence, and control that others struggle to find. Those who master their mornings master themselves. They take ownership of their lives. They shape their destiny with intention rather than chance. Every 5 a.m. wake-up is a declaration that you value your time above all, that you refuse to be idle, that you are ready to claim your life, your future, and your greatness. And as you continue to harness these early hours, the mastery of time becomes the mastery of your own destiny. Unstoppable. An uncompromising faith in your potential is the invisible force that drives extraordinary people to achieve what others deem impossible. It is the unwavering belief that within you lies the power, the talent, and the resilience to accomplish greatness. Waking up at 5 a.m. is the ultimate act of faith in yourself, a declaration that you trust your abilities enough to start before anyone else, before the world stirs, before excuses have a chance to creep in. Every early morning becomes a testament to your confidence, a quiet assertion that your dreams are worth the sacrifice. Faith in your potential is not passive. It is active. It is demonstrated in your choices, in the hours you commit to personal growth, in the relentless pursuit of your goals. The moment you rise while others sleep, you send a message to your mind, your spirit, and the universe that you believe you are capable of more. It is the first victory of the day, setting the tone for everything that follows. When you cultivate this belief, challenges transform them into opportunities, setbacks become lessons, and obstacles shrink before your determination. Because faith in yourself gives you the courage to move forward. Even when doubt surrounds you, when fear whispers that you are not enough, that you cannot achieve, the early hours become a sanctuary where you reinforce this faith, where you remind yourself of the potential that resides within, the dreams that you carry, and the person you are becoming. Faith in your potential fuels consistency, because you know that each action, no matter how small, compounds into progress. It fuels discipline because you understand that effort is not wasted. It fuels resilience because setbacks are temporary, and your belief in yourself is permanent. The power of faith is not in what others see, but in the quiet conviction that you will never settle for less than what you are capable of. It is a mindset that turns ordinary mornings into extraordinary foundations. It is a principle that transforms simple routines into rituals of growth. And every sunrise you greet with intention is a reminder that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are destined for more. The act of waking up early becomes a daily affirmation, a habit that continuously reinforces your confidence, your abilities, and your vision for the life you want. And as this faith deepens, it ignites a fire within, a relentless drive that propels you forward, fuels your actions, and ensures that you will never stop striving, never stop creating, and never stop believing in the limitless potential that lives inside you. Momentum is the invisible current that carries you through challenges, propels you toward your goals, and transforms small actions into extraordinary results. Waking up at 5 a.m. gives you the first advantage in harnessing this force. The world is quiet, the distractions are gone, and your mind is clear, ready to move with purpose. The moment you rise, you set the tone for everything that follows. Every decision, every action, every interaction flows from the momentum you build in those early hours. Starting strong in the morning is not about rushing or doing more. It is about aligning your energy, focus, and intention so that the day follows your lead instead of controlling you. The advantage of early momentum is that it compounds. Every completed task, every goal you set and achieve, every plan you make builds upon the previous one, creating a ripple effect that carries you through the rest of the day with efficiency, clarity, and confidence. Momentum in the morning is like firing the first shot in a battle you are determined to win. It is the declaration that you will not wait for circumstances to dictate your life. You will dictate your circumstances. It is the difference between reacting to life and designing life. When you cultivate this habit, challenges feel lighter because you are already in motion. Obstacles become stepping stones, because the energy you carry from your morning actions cannot be easily stopped. Your mind and body are synchronized. Your purpose is clear, and your confidence is unshakable. Momentum also fuels creativity and problem solving, because once you are moving forward, ideas flow more freely, solutions appear more quickly, and clarity becomes your constant companion. The early riser who embraces momentum finds that even the mundane tasks of the day become opportunities to reinforce discipline, build skills, and generate progress. This current of energy carries through meeting, projects, workouts, learning sessions, and interactions, making each hour more productive than the last. Momentum is the secret weapon of achievers because it turns ordinary mornings into extraordinary days. It turns intention into action into results, and results into life-changing outcomes. Every sunrise you greet is a chance to start your momentum, to keep it growing, to ensure that your day is not lived passively but driven by purpose, energy, and relentless forward motion. And as you continue to master this practice, momentum becomes unstoppable, turning not just days but entire lives into expression of power, growth, and unstoppable achievement. The 5 a.m. advantage is not just about waking up early. It is about claiming a secret edge that most people will never know exists. It is the quiet power that separates those who achieve from those who only dream. While the majority of the world is still wrapped in blankets, lost in sleep, and drifting through their routines, you are already ahead, moving, creating, thinking, and building the life that others are hoping to stumble into. The early hours give you clarity, focus, and energy before the noise of the day begins to compete for your attention. It is a time when your mind is sharp, your body is rested, and your potential is limitless. The 5 a.m. advantage is the ability to start your day on your own terms, to define your priorities before the world imposes its distractions, to strategize, plan, and act with intention rather than reaction. It is a privilege, a weapon, and a responsibility. Every minute you spend in these early hours compound like interest, giving you more productivity, more creativity, more discipline, and more momentum than anyone who starts late. History is full of people who understood this advantage and leveraged it to achieve greatness. from successful entrepreneurs to elite athletes, from visionary leaders to influential creators, they all recognized that the first hours of the day are where winners are made. The advantage is not just in what you do, but in the mindset it builds. Waking up early instills self-respect, confidence, and resilience. It trains you to embrace discomfort, to push past resistance, and to commit to your growth even when no one is watching. It is a statement to yourself that you will not be average, that you will not wait for circumstances to align, that you are willing to pay the price to achieve what most cannot. The 5 a.m. advantage transforms your life because it transforms your habits, your thoughts, and your actions. It allows you to accomplish more in hours that others waste, to learn while others scroll, to create while others complain, to plan while others react. The consistency of early rising compounds into extraordinary results over weeks, months, and years, giving you a lifetime of productivity, energy, and opportunity that others will struggle to catch up to. And the most powerful part of this advantage is that it is available to anyone willing to claim it. It does not require talent, luck, or permission. Only courage, commitment, and action. The person who wakes up at 5 a.m. every day is not just awake. They are alive, they are deliberate, they are relentless, they are building a life that is intentionally extraordinary. They are writing their own story. Instead of living someone else's, they are seizing every moment, harnessing every opportunity, and becoming a version of themselves that would have been impossible to reach if they had stayed in bed. And as this habit deepens, the 5 a.m. advantage grows stronger, becoming a force that shapes not just days, but destiny, turning ordinary routines into a life of unstoppable achievement, purpose, and mastery. Create a life that inspires is not about fame, wealth, or recognition. It is about living with purpose, passion, and relentless commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Waking up at 5 a.m. every day is the ultimate expression of this desire, because it gives you the gift of time, focus, and energy before the world demands your attention. Every sunrise you embrace is an opportunity to design a day that aligns with your dreams. Every morning is a canvas upon which you can paint the life you want to lead. It is in these early hours that your intentions transform into actions, your plans become progress, and your vision starts to take shape in reality. Creating a life that inspires begins with mastery over yourself, over your habits, your mindset, and your daily choices. It is about setting standards that others admire, about cultivating discipline that turns potential into achievement. It is about showing up even when it is uncomfortable, inconvenient, or difficult. Inspiring lives are not born from luck or ease. They are forged in the quiet hours of consistency, when no one else is watching, and you push yourself to do what is necessary, what is meaningful, and what moves you closer to your goals. Each morning you wake up before the world, you send a message to yourself and to the universe that your dreams are worth the sacrifice, that you value your time, your growth, and your purpose above all. A life that inspires is not measured by what you take from the world, but by what you give, by the energy you radiate, the example you set, and the impact you leave on those around you. When you rise early, are not only gaining a head start on your personal goals, but you are also creating a rhythm of action, focus, and integrity that others notice. It is contagious, motivating, and empowering. Your discipline becomes a beacon for others who may be struggling. Your courage to start early encourages them to challenge their own limits. The actions you take in the first hours of the day compound over time, building momentum that carries through weeks, months, and years, turning ordinary routines into extraordinary outcomes. The life you create in the morning sets the tone for the rest of your day, which sets the tone for your weeks, months, and ultimately your legacy. Inspiring lives are built on intentionality, on seizing the moments that others overlook, on showing up consistently, and on committing to growth relentlessly. It is about creating experiences, achievements, and values that not only fulfill you, but also motivate and uplift those around you. The person who wakes up at 5 a.m. is already living proof of what is possible when you refuse to settle, when you refuse to be average, when you choose to act while others wait. And the beauty of this life is that it is fully within your control. Every habit, every choice, and every sunrise is a building block for greatness. The life you create is a reflection of your courage, your discipline, your vision, and your heart. And as you continue to harness the early hours to push beyond comfort and to invest relentlessly in yourself, you do not just live a life. You create a life that inspires, a life that ignites passion, motivates action, and leaves a legacy that endures, a life that proves to the world and to yourself that greatness is not accidental. It is intentional, relentless, and forged in the quiet, powerful moments when you decide to rise, act, and become unstoppable. So now it's your choice. Will you continue to sleep through your dreams, waiting for the world to give you permission? Or will you rise, claim your mornings, and take control of your destiny? Waking up at 5 a.m. is more than a habit. It is a statement that you refuse to be average, that you are committed to growth, discipline, and purpose, that you will act while others hesitate, believe while others doubt, and create while others wait. Every sunrise is an invitation to step into your potential, to build a life that inspires, to leave a mark that cannot be ignored. And as you take that first step out of bed tomorrow, know this: greatness is not found in comfort, it is earned in action, it is forged in discipline, and it is lived in the hours most people waste. Rise, own your day, and let the world witness the unstoppable force that is you.